I'm in this really weird place right now because I don't want Cody back at my house, and there's really no legal mechanism that says we're divorced.
The looks Robin gives are scary. She said a lot tonight. She contradicts herself a lot. One minute, she's telling the sister wives to stop talking about her when she's the one constantly talking about the other wives. The next sentence out of her mouth was about Christine. She gets really intimidating when she gets all serious and is like, why would Cody do that? What is he supposed to do? To me, 1 second on the verge or tears, the next minute they're gone. I really think the editors are giving us what we want to see. She really showed her evil side clearly. Firstly, she was threatening Mary, literally as Mary reveals they have no relationship. Then he completely showed her ass by saying, what is he supposed to do? 100% proof positive that Robin is behind the scenes, telling Cody there's nothing to be done and no point in pursuing Janelle. I guarantee you that when the camera is off, she says the same things about everyone. Robin is a terrible person. I hate her. Also, the whole bit of a part of her wanting Mary to go find her happiness, while at the same time not getting that Christine didn't want to live like Mary does and wanting to have her own happiness. Seriously, Goblin may have some compassion for others. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is ELENA. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching and hit the subscribe button. So let's start. And Mary also mentioned, Robin, you can text me once in a while. It sounded very pathetic. Sadly, Robin is making no effort, just hoping Mary sticks around to grab that cash from the network. Also, I think Mary was pointing out that although Robin begs her to stay, Robin doesn't make any effort to connect. I thought it was brilliant. And Robin does something similar in the very first season when Mary and Christine are saying that Robin doesn't deserve a night with Cody because she's not married yet. She gets a really serious attitude when she's demanding, like what? What shouldn't I get? Or something like that. She laughed it off so quickly, but it looked really rude. And since Robin got to be present during what should have been a personal moment between Mary and Cody when they divorced, and then Robin insisted that Mary not be present for the private marriage between Robin and Cody, Mary should insist on spending alone time with Cody to have the discussion that she's leaving. Why does she want Robin there? On the other hand, Robin says she is feeling angry and depressed. She wanted to live in a plural marriage, and she's starting to feel a little tricked. And people are like, I am making decisions for my life that I did not choose. This is just me, but Robin's continued insistence that she really just wants to live in plural marriage and never wanted monogamy, and still doesn't, is just downright weird. I mean, good grief. At this point, and in this day and age, still pining away for some fairy tale concept of multiple wives feels almost like a mental disorder. Her crying and lamenting constantly over the loss of some oddball, unrealistic, and imaginary idea of them 80 and 90 years old, sitting on a porch together all surrounding Cody, while watching a Norman Rockwell scene of children happily romping and playing on Coyote Pass is just childish and immature. Grow up, Robin. This is the real adult world. People don't mold their lives to fit your personal obsessive dream. No one is making decisions for your life, Robin. They are making decisions for their own lives, their own dreams, their own children. Sorry, that messes up your personal fantasy. Maybe it's time to start a new dream. What got me about her saying that others were making the decisions for her life was how hypocritical that statement was. She made a decision that affected literally every single person in that family when she just had to move to Flagstaff because she couldn't cut the cord with Dayton going to college. And I'm willing to bet having sister wives and being the clear favorite while the others struggled fulfilled something very twisted for her. If you dig into Robin's biological family, she has a sister who is the second and favorite wife. The first wife is older, of the church leader. Her mother was in plural marriage as a second wife, and another sister is married into the Allred clan. Sadly, this is how Robin's mother and sisters appear to demonstrate status. I think she's highly competitive, and her anger and depression come from losing her own game on national television. It couldn't have happened to a more deserving person. And Robin begging Janelle to not kick Cody out. Are we buying this? Do we actually believe that she begged Janelle to not kick Cody out? I'm not picking up what she's putting down. She loves having him all to herself. I'd be surprised if she talked to Janelle at all. I highly doubt Janelle calls or even texts Robin. I definitely do not believe she called Robin and told her she was kicking him out. If anything, Cody told Robin, and Robin maybe texted her and told her not to do it. But if that were the case, I'm sure Janelle would have told us by now. If she did do it, she still doesn't make herself look good. She looks like a bossy one, telling Mary to hang on and Janelle not to kick him out. Like, you think you can just manipulate and beg these women into staying somewhere they're not happy. And $100 in the things that didn't happen category. Although I do wonder if it's because the hoarder Hacienda is already bursting at the seams. She didn't want his belongings from another wife's home taking up valuable QVC purchasing space. This falls into the same category as when Cody said Christine threw a fit over him reconciling with Mary, and Robin confirmed what she heard. Robin doesn't have the nerve to call Janelle, let alone tell her not to move Cody out. Lies. And Robin has forgotten one key thing. In her question to rewrite the sister wives narrative, that the other women were married to Cody and each other for almost 2 decades before she joined. They've been through big ups and downs, raising children, new jobs and schools, as well as personality and interest changes. Does Robin really believe she knows Cody better than they do? Does she really think the women have never seen Cody angry or struggling? Does she forget they would have mastered his patterns in their own? That they would have been pretty quickly able to identify when he was good with a wife or fighting with a wife when a wife was being manipulative? It's so crazy that they have as much experience with him and each other as they do. And yet Robin thinks she can pull the wool over their eyes and convince them that he wasn't always at her house, that she wasn't manipulating the situation to her benefit, and that she wasn't talking badly about them or how they treat her. Those women were sister wives for so long that any issue would have been like an off-key twang from a new instrument where they could easily identify the source. After 20 years, they would have had a clear sense of each other's musical notes, so to speak. But Robin believes she's smart enough to trick them all into agreeing that the new note they hear, the one that's causing all the general discord, is coming from another direction. The fact that she can sit there with Mary and try and tell Mary, who has known Christine for 30 years at this point, and has lived with and raised children with her, who Christine is as wild. That she would actually try and create a caricature of Christine as this evil woman who has ruined the family, to a woman who watched Christine for decades be the heart of it even when they had issues. I can't. Robin is dumber than she thinks she is, and she's lucky Mary is humoring her for these talks. But she speaks Cody and will translate for Mary. She is lucky Mary is humoring her, and I wish she would stop. Cody has convinced her she is insightful and a great communicator, and she has convinced him he has great pecs and six-pack abs. Too bad for them Christine and Janelle won't drink the Kool-Aid on the other hand. In the preview for next week, Cody says something about how he doesn't want to be married to the OG3, yet he never could leave them. It never made sense that he stayed with them due to his religious beliefs, because he's obviously not practicing religion anymore. But he finally said something about not being able to leave the wives, because the wives he loves would lose respect for him. So he has strung these women along for years and treated them horribly, all to keep Robin happy. He would do anything to keep her from leaving him. We all knew it was for Robin's sake, but his admitting it just makes so much more sense now and makes it all the more cruel. And it was shocking to finally see him be so candid about something we've known for years. I'm just glad they're breaking free from him. And the unsaid part is that the real reason Robin wants the wives to stay is because she loves being on TV. She wouldn't have been in this family if not for the show. She doesn't want to be with Cody without also being on TV. On the other hand, Cody said on Cameo, "Your children will try to separate you." So you can view many of Cody's cameos on either the app or the website, and I was watching a few, and a few things he said stuck out to me. The first was giving anniversary and marriage advice. Cody said the number one thing is that the two people in a marriage are the most important people in each other's lives, even when you have children, and you must be loyal to each other or your children will try to separate you. And you share your life with your children until they are 18 to 24. He says you have to have your kids come into your frame of mind and protect the relationship with your spouse. In another Cameo video, someone wanted Cody to tell their friend they sucked as a joke, but he says he won't. He wouldn't say that to anyone he doesn't know, but there are two people he does know that he would like to tell that they sucked. So what do you think about Cody saying children try to separate their parents? Is he really blaming the kids now? What about the two people, Janelle and Christine? And the real reason Mary never had snowball chance in hell? When that jackass, Jackie Overton, published the voicemails of Mary talking about Cody, talking about how she didn't love him, how he wasn't as attractive, the sexual talk, banana picture, and all the other stuff that put Cody down as a man, it was over. Cody is such a narcissist. There is absolutely no way his ego could ever come back from that. His massive ego was done when he heard those things. Remember how concerned he was? He told Janelle that Christine was just going to be vomiting all this negative stuff about him and their marriage to everyone. Which is nuts to me as, hello, Cody. You've been on a national show showing your patriotism for years. Cody cares a great deal about what his wives say publicly about him. But Robin, she'll put up her dukes if anyone says anything bad about him. Mary said the worst possible stuff for a vain, narcissistic man like Cody to deal with. And she called him short and poor. There was no recovery from that. And I've always been on Team Mary, but to be honest, this was the first and only time I understood Cody. I don't think this is just an ego issue, but everyone would feel terribly cheated and humiliated afterwards. At least I do. Don't forget that Cody was very supportive of Mary immediately after that catfish thing. He defended her to Leon and even took the blame. I imagine he was shocked when evidence surfaced that Mary herself had made it seem very different than it really was. The only thing I blame him for is that he did not divorce her immediately but kept her stringing along for years. But if this had happened to me, it would have been over for me too. And then I would never have really gotten over this deception. The most illuminating episode so far. This episode felt like everybody was finally saying the quiet part out loud. Janelle, Christine, and Mary all telling their truths about Robin, finally calling her out for all of her BS, as well as calling Cody out for using people's respect for Robin as the temperature gauge. That Robin getting a nanny was a line in the sand. That Robin is selfish for wanting Mary to stick around on the off chance that Cody will someday see the light, that Cody has changed since Robin came along, even down to Robin's self-appointed role as the family scapegoat or martyr. It's like all out on the table now. And Robin is blaming everything on Christine's leaving. And why won't Janelle contact Cody more often and fight for her relationship? It's just so much gaslighting, to use their favorite expression. Except that the OG3 are 100% correct. I'm so proud of them. And when Christine was trying to talk about their past to Janelle, that was really interesting. Cody was a guest at parties Christine threw, but he threw parties with Robin. Robin and Cody were the real couple. Everyone else was pretending. Throw your opinion in the comment section below. According to my discussion is appreciated. Thank you for watching.